RVBN, the Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles about actors and actresses, and sports stars and professional wrestlers. Sports video blogs about the NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, and the NHL. Professional wrestling video blogs about angles, about tag teams, about pay-per-views, and entertainment video blogs about movie reviews, classic television shows, radio stations, and TV and cable networks. RVBN, Billerica, Massachusetts, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Wednesday, November 23rd, 2016, around 6:05 in the morning, Billerica, Massachusetts. Waking up to about 32 degrees, only going to get about 44, 45 degrees. Tomorrow, for Thanksgiving, it's going to be a mix of rain and snow showers, but nothing significant. But it only takes a tenth of an inch of snow to make things messy. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. The St. Louis Blues beat the Boston Bruins by a score of 4-2 last night. UMass Lowell Riverhawks basketball team, men's basketball team, beat Mississippi Valley State by a score of 76-71. It's Happy National Espresso Day, and today is the busiest travel day of the year, and it's also the busiest drinking day of the year. Many people consume more alcohol than any other day. The day before Thanksgiving. That's amazing. I don't drink alcohol, so that's a good thing. And that's about it on the news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash with my first video blog of the day. Jimmy Johnson, former NFL coach and current broadcaster for Fox Sports. Pump it up, 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 pump it up. Get your exercise daily, even if it's a half hour. Take power walks around your block, or run in place. Run on the treadmill. Run laps around the track. Swim laps in the swimming pool. Pump iron at your local gym. Do push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups. Get the heart rate going. Exercise, good for your heart health, and it boosts your confidence. RVBN. I'm back. My first video blog subject of the day is my personality profile. Today's personality profile is about former NFL and college coach Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson was a very successful college and NFL coach. Jimmy was born and he grew up in Port Arthur, Texas. He played high school football and he was pretty good at it. And he was classmates of the late great singer Janis Joplin and famous lawyer G.W. Willey. That's amazing. Then he played college football at Arkansas and he was a defensive lineman. And in fact, he made the all Southwestern Conference defensive team, which is pretty amazing. He wasn't that skilled enough to make the NFL, and he started coaching career in 1965 as an assistant coach to the Louisiana Tech football team, and he helped recruit future Hall of Fame quarterback Terry Bradshaw to Louisiana Tech University, which is good. And then he was also an assistant coach at other places, including Wichita State and Oklahoma and Arkansas and Pittsburgh. For several years, he bounced around the block, and in the late 1970s, he got his first coaching job as coach of the Oklahoma State football team. He coached that team for a few years. Then, in the early 1980s, Jimmy went to the University of Miami, and they became a national powerhouse with Jimmy Johnson as coach. They won a national championship. And some of the stats that Jimmy had in his college career, he had 4 10-win seasons, 7 times he made a bowl appearance, and he won 1 national championship with the University of Miami Hurricanes. His career college record was 81 and 34 with 3 ties. In 1989, Jimmy Johnson left college to become the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, which the Cowboys, by the way, were bottoming out. They were Americans' team back in the 70s and early 80s, but their team aged and they basically had to start over, rebuild from the bottom up. And Jimmy did a great job with the Dallas Cowboys, leading them to 3 playoff appearances and 2 times they won a Super Bowl with him. He coached the Dallas Cowboys for 5 years, but he had some internal problems with owner, general manager Jerry Jones about the direction of the Cowboys after they won the 2nd straight Super Bowl. Jimmy Johnson resigned, and then for 2 years he worked as an analyst for Fox Sports on the NFL on Fox pregame show NFL Sunday. He appeared on Inside the NFL in 1994 and 1995. He went back to the coaching ranks, this time coaching the Miami Dolphins. He coached them for about 4 years, but he was not as successful with the Dolphins. Then he was with the Cowboys because Dan Marino was an aging quarterback. The Dolphins made the playoffs almost every year with Jimmy Johnson as head coach, but they could not advance past the divisional round. And he retired for good in 2000, and he rejoined Fox Sports as an NFL column analyst on Fox NFL Sunday, and he's been with them ever since. And he's appeared in a few movies here and there. He owns a bar in the Florida Keys, and he was on the reality series Survivor in 2010 because he was such a big fan of watching Survivor. His NFL coaching record is 80 wins and 64 losses in the regular season, and 9-4 in the playoffs. He had 4 10-win seasons as NFL head coach, 2 divisional titles, 6 times he led his teams to playoff appearances, and back-to-back Super Bowl winners in Super Bowl 27 and Super Bowl 28. Jimmy Johnson is a finalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame this year. He was one last year. I don't know if Jimmy Johnson should be a Pro Football Hall of Fame coach because he didn't have really enough regular season wins and to be really a legitimate candidate, but he's a semifinalist. I think maybe the 2 back-to-back Super Bowl winning teams probably helped him, plus he also rebuilded the Dallas Cowboys from being the bottom of the league to be back-to-back Super Bowl champions within 4 years of taking over, so that might be consideration, but it's going to be a close call for him this year. And that's about it on him. I'll be back later on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus with my second and final video blog of the day, which will be about Week 12 NFL predictions. The Personality Profile is going on a 4-day hiatus, but it will be back on Monday. And last 3 video blog personality profiles for the month of November will be former WWE diva and actress Stacy Keibler, Pro Basketball Hall of Fame coach and player Lenny Wilkins, and NBC Sports broadcaster Tom Hammonds. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Budding guy. Molly Roseblood of the BCCO, Roxanne's Nice Legs. Elizabeth Atso, so stunning, she's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11 New York, such a rocking cougars. Get the best legs in New York City, by none. Bobby Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet southern accent, and she has the best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. And Ren Claire of WHH Channel 7, morning meteorologist, is so sweet, and she's got the best legs in Boston, by none. And in the words of Sean Lucha, get out. And in the meantime, and between time, that's another RVBN video blog. Have a good day, everybody. See you later.